Guys, thanks for joining me. Now, elephant in the room. We all know that this is not me, but she is my clone double assistant, and she sounds like me, and she will be helping me out doing the monologue on this video so I can get my bathroom cleaned. But I will be with you live and in person right after the intro. So let's just pretend it's me and get on with it. Today we are going to talk about the craze of YouTube, where you can feed yourself on $20 a week. Now, I've looked at some of the thumbnails for this and the food looks fabulous, but as a home cook, I know some of that stuff costs them way more than $20. So let's talk about what it's like to eat in the real world for $20 a week. Two case scenarios. First, if you're only broke for a week because, rent's due in 2 days. Or if you're broke for a month, which is a little bit more serious. But two different case scenarios, two different ways to handle it. Let's get on with it. Appreciate you allowing my virtual assistant to handle some stuff for me so I could get some things done off camera. Sometimes it's just easier for me to do it this way. Okay, this new thing about can you feed yourself for $20 a week. I'm sorry, $20 a week is not a lot of money. And so, I looked at a lot of thumbnails and I'm like, I just don't believe it. I honestly don't believe it. So what I'm going to do is put myself up in a corner and put a screenshot of one of the thumbnails that I saw. And so I'm going to try to remember from memory, because of course I can't see it while I'm talking to you, the things that struck me as odd. Now I know in the bottom corner there is link sausage. I know from experience that link sausage is kind of expensive, $5–6, okay? I saw the bread and the milk. That makes sense to me. I saw the peanut butter, but I didn't think I saw any jelly unless it's hiding in the back, which I guess also makes sense to me, because remember, you're eating kind of, raw deal. I don't understand the celery unless it goes with the peanut butter as a snack or something. But here's the thing. If you're only broke because, you hung out with your friends, took a trip with your family, and let's just say you spent a little more money during the week than you probably should have. And so the last paycheck you get that month is going to have to fill in the space of what you don't already have for the rent. So basically the whole paycheck is going to the rent, which leaves you about $20 in your bank account after they cash said rent check. But since this is not a normal occurrence, you probably still have some cash somewhere. Like for me, there's still some cash in my wallet. I still got $15–20 worth of quarters for the laundromat. There's the Pringles can, in the closet on the top shelf full of change. So if this is just a once in a blue moon occurrence for you, it's not like you're in dire straits. Still got food in your pantry, you still got food in your freezer. You're not in dire straits. So I probably wouldn't buy any of that stuff except the bread, and I wouldn't buy regular milk. I would buy almond milk for my coffee. And if I needed to, I'd spend $1.25 at the Dollar Tree and get that little bag of coffee that I like. Other than that, I'd go to the Chinese restaurant and order me a beef egg foo young, because that's basically 2 meals right there for dinner. And then I would order a double order of chicken wings, because it's basically the same price as I would pay in the grocery store, only I wouldn't have to cook it myself. And basically that's how I would spend my $20. And I'd be just fine. And when that ran out, then I'd pull something out the freezer. So it's not like it's the most dire of circumstances. Now, what could be more serious is if you are perpetually broke. And so that is going to require a little more thought. In my opinion, if you are perpetually broke, then you have no staples at all. You probably don't really have anything in the freezer. You probably don't have much of anything in your pantry. You probably don't have oil or butter or seasoning or ketchup or mustard or mayonnaise, because if you don't have a lot of money long term and you're not getting some kind of assistance, then you never have a chance to replenish those things when they run out. And so this is the reason why I have a problem with this screenshot. I think it's unrealistic. It looks great, but I know it costs more than $20. A more realistic thumbnail would be 1.5 pounds of hamburger, a can of spaghetti sauce, a box of spaghetti noodles, a packet of gravy, a small bag of rice, 4 or 5 ramen noodles, and the fake ones at that, maybe a loaf of bread. But I'm not even sure you need the bread, because you can't afford peanut butter or jelly if you don't already have it in the house, and you can't afford tuna fish if you don't already have it in the house. And just a couple of things I talked about, it's pretty much $20 right there. And that's only if you shop at some place like the Super Saver, not Martin's, not even Aldi. And you're buying off-brand. $20 doesn't go far. But I'm going to assume for this case scenario that something happened. And now you know you're going to be broke for a couple of 3 weeks or the next month. Okay, so you'll get through it. But it'll be one of those things you'll never forget. And it doesn't matter what happened or why it happened or how it happened. You will never forget this. And that will motivate you to make sure it never happens again. But if you think you can screw up your money to the point that you only have $20 left to eat, and you can eat like this picture, well, you are sadly mistaken and also being misled. So that's my take on this new craze. I mean, and you can't even afford to eat healthy. I mean, there was a time when people were broke. They went to McDonald's to the dollar menu. McDonald's don't even have a dollar menu anymore. It's hamburger and beans mixed together, which is actually pretty good. Hamburgers and rice. Hamburger and gravy. But at least it'll stick to you and it'll keep you going. But it's not going to be pretty, and it's definitely not going to be like that thumbnail. So that's my video for today. Take care, stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.